Imagine unpacking a box, pressing one button, and an hour later, you're holding something you can sell. In this video, I'll show you plug-and-play machines that don't need a workshop, skills, or endless setup. Just a power outlet and a few ideas. All of them are under $4,000, and most of them cost less than $1,000. None of this is sponsored, so I'll show you honestly which of these money-making machines actually deserve your cash. I recently came across the Tool P2S, a compact 55-watt CO2 laser cutter. It connects without any hassle and really works out of the box. You open it, place the material, and it automatically detects the thickness, shows where the cut will be, focuses, and starts. Standard set of materials: wood, leather, acrylic, paper, fabric. You can engrave glass, and for metal, only painted aluminum. In general, it's a tool for non-metallic materials. The software is simple, with cloud functions and Wi-Fi connection. It runs quietly, but if you use it at home, it's better not to do it without a filter. The smell from cutting is quite noticeable. The most interesting thing is watching how a finished item comes out of it. One person cuts packaging and tags, another assembles wooden models, a third engraves leather for belts, someone makes displays, someone souvenirs. The fact that all this can be done at home, without a workshop, is impressive by itself. They also have their own marketplace with projects. You can download ready templates, adapt them, or just see what others are making. There are some genuinely interesting pieces, like the enchanted crystal carousel. It looks great. The price is notable, especially if you take the full set with a filter. But the question here isn't about the numbers, it's about the approach. It's not a hobby box, but rather a simplified version of industrial equipment, just without bureaucracy and setup. Plug it in, and you're working. The Bambu Lab P1S is a ready-to-use system, not another 3D printer that needs endless tweaking. You take it out of the box, plug it in, and it just works. Everything is automated. The printer calibrates height, adjusts focus and temperature, and manages filament feed on its own. The enclosed chamber with a built-in filter not only keeps things quiet and clean, but also allows printing with materials that open-frame printers can't handle: ABS, ASA, nylon. The built-in camera lets you monitor the print job from anywhere through the app, pause, or restart it right from your phone. On top, you can install the AMS module, a system that feeds up to 4 different filaments and switches between them automatically. This means a single model can be printed in multiple colors or materials without user input. Printing is managed through Bambu Studio, the company's dedicated software that combines slicing and device control in one interface. It's directly connected to MakerWorld, Bambu Lab's official platform with ready-made models and settings. People post all kinds of projects there. Some design mounts and enclosures, others create actual products. One maker, for example, developed an elegant pill organizer and prints it for sale. Others reproduce rare car parts, make prosthetics, accessories, even shoes from flexible materials. At $619, this isn't a toy for enthusiasts anymore, but a tool built for those who want real results, fast, clean, and hassle-free. Plug and play in the literal sense. The UV-Make E1 is a next-generation UV printer designed for direct printing on finished objects. It works not only with images, but also with volume. The ink is applied in layers, creating a relief up to 5 millimeters thick. This kind of texture is especially useful for custom products, such as signs, souvenirs, and decorative pieces. The printer uses its own system that automatically generates a 3D texture from the image. There's no need to model the relief manually. Built-in cameras and lasers scan the surface and adjust the printing height, which is essential when working with uneven or transparent materials. It supports a wide range of materials: wood, acrylic, metal, leather, glass, and plastic. For cylindrical objects like bottles or mugs, there's a dedicated Rotary module. The software is well thought out. It tracks ink usage, estimates print costs, and automatically adjusts profiles for each material. You simply upload a design, enable texturing, and start printing. The whole process is fully automated. At first glance, it's just a pen mounted on a carriage. But the iDraw Home Pen Plotter is a machine that writes instead of a person. It moves the pen over the page with sub-millimeter precision, turning a digital file into a drawing, inscription, or ornament. It's not a printer, but a mechanical hand that literally draws. These plotters are used to make handwritten-style cards, greeting notes, personalized invitations, anything where the human touch matters. Printed text looks sterile, but a line drawn by a real pen feels like craftsmanship. It supports up to A3 format and works with any pen or marker. You can change line thickness and color. It connects to a computer like a regular device and is controlled through Inkscape, a free program with a dedicated plotter plugin. You open a layout, choose a pen, and the machine follows the trajectory, layer by layer, filling the page. Freeze drying is a way to preserve food by freezing it and removing moisture under vacuum. Usually, such systems are used in industry, but now there are household versions too. One of them is the Home Freeze Dryer by Harvest Right. It's a sealed system with automatic control. The program itself regulates temperature, pressure, and cycle duration. The device comes in 4 sizes, from a compact countertop to a large model for high-volume batches. The cost depends on the version, ranging from $1,795 to $4,795. Modes are already preset: vegetables, meat, ready meals. You just select what you need and the system does the rest. In a day, you can get, for example, strawberries that crunch like chips or pieces of beef that become tender and aromatic again after reheating. This is the same technology used to produce food for astronauts, military personnel, and travelers. Completely moisture-free, lightweight, shelf-stable for years, and easily restored by adding water. There's also a growing trend for freeze-dried sweets, fruits, marshmallows, and gummies that are becoming increasingly popular on online marketplaces. You can also add a Wi-Fi module for $69.95, which lets you connect the dryer to your phone and monitor the process remotely. Sewing and embroidery machines usually bring to mind something bulky and old-fashioned, but the Brother SE2000 shows what this looks like in a digital format. It's a fully computerized model where everything runs through a screen and an app, no flash drives or confusing setups. Designs can be uploaded directly from a phone using Artspira, the official app that includes ready patterns, collections, the ability to save your own sketches, and share them. If needed, you can even draw a contour right on your phone screen and send it straight to the machine. No cables, no intermediate programs. The machine combines 2 functions, sewing and embroidery. The control is touch-based, with on-screen prompts and automatic modes. The needle can be changed according to fabric type, and there's automatic threading and cutting, small details, but they make a difference. The kit includes a starter set, threads, hoops, stabilizers, not just to learn, but to actually start without a trip to the store. The price is $1,469.99, and at that level, you can already start small-scale production of custom embroidered items. Photo magnets with pictures and text are usually made in factories, but there's a compact version of that process, the Vanfirst photo magnet machine. It's a mechanical press that assembles rectangular magnets. The kit includes a paper cutter and a starter set of blanks for the first products. The image is cut to shape, placed on a metal base, covered with a transparent film, and one lever movement turns it into a finished magnet. If the designs are prepared in advance, you can assemble dozens per hour. I often see people's coffee journeys start not with a machine, but with a roaster. A small unit on the table, a few kilos of green beans, and then it's all about precision. Temperature, time, drum speed, 3 things that define the taste. Modern roasters like Giwan Shun let you set a roast profile, adjust the temperature and timer while monitoring the process through a transparent lid. You can watch the color change, listen for the cracks, the first and second, the moment when flavor opens up. There's even a built-in smoke filter and a cooling system, so you don't have to run to the window with a sieve. The key is repeatability. Once you get a successful roast, you can save the settings and reproduce it every time, the same consistency as a professional roast. You can experiment with bean origins, play with profiles, and make small limited batches or signature blends for cafes. Multifunctional machines are rarely truly universal, But Xtool M1 Ultra is one of those exceptions where the functions actually complement each other. In a single unit, it combines a laser, a cutting blade, a writing module, an inkjet module for color printing, and tools for foiling and debossing. Essentially, it's a compact production platform capable of cutting wood, engraving metal, printing designs, and adding decorative finishes, all in one workflow. For heat transfer, there's an additional heat press attachment for t-shirts and mugs. The designs printed with the inkjet module can be directly transferred using the press, keeping the entire process within one ecosystem. The full bundle costs around $3,259. Everything is controlled through the Xtool Creative Space software. You select the material, choose the operation, and the system automatically sets the right parameters. Like other Xtool devices, the M1 Ultra also connects to its own marketplace, filled with templates and ready-made projects. From simple souvenirs to complex multi-step designs that combine several tools in one creation. All machines featured in this video are linked in the description. If you need specific equipment or something not available in your region, visit easy-business.online. We'll help you get it delivered. The Fellows Jupiter 2 looks like an ordinary laminator, but one of the most profitable products made with such a machine is educational flashcards for children. Paper sets with letters, numbers, or animals that after lamination become a durable and low-cost product. To start, you need card templates. They can be found on platforms like Creative Fabrica or Kittle. Both offer ready-to-use designs with commercial licenses. You simply pick a theme, adjust the language, and print on thick paper. After printing, the sheet goes into a lamination pouch and passes through the heated rollers. The film melts and bonds with the paper, turning it into a solid, glossy material. A rotary polishing tumbler takes over the kind of work that usually needs patience and sandpaper. Inside, a barrel spins, along with stones or metal parts. After a few hours, the roughness disappears and the surface becomes smooth and almost mirror-like. Most often, these tumblers are used for stones like agate, jasper, onyx, quartz, or obsidian. These raw stones are sold by the bag, dull and unprocessed, but full of potential. After tumbling, they turn into those glossy stones sold on Etsy, in souvenir shops, or as decor sets. A pound of rough stones costs just a few dollars, but after polishing, they're sold individually for $3–5 a piece, simply because they look collectible. The best part? No skill is needed. Load the stones with abrasive grit, add water, close the lid, switch it on, and that's it. The tumbler does everything: rough grind, fine polish, each step gradually refining the surface. The result is bright, smooth material ready to sell. The 3-gallon yogurt maker is a compact piece of equipment designed for producing ready-to-sell dairy products. Yogurt, soft cheese, curd desserts, all of these can be made in small batches and sold as fresh local goods. The process is simple. Pour in the milk, add a starter culture with lactic acid bacteria, and set the temperature and time. The machine maintains consistent heating and creates ideal conditions for fermentation. After a few hours, you get a batch of finished product, ready to be poured into jars, flavored, labeled, and sold immediately. I recently looked at how the Toato wax melter with tap works, a standard unit for melting wax, oils, and paraffin mixtures. It's mainly used for making candles, beeswax sheets, and scented wax for diffusers. It plugs into a regular outlet and the heating is controlled by a thermostat. The process is simple. Load the wax, it melts evenly without overheating or darkening. The built-in tap makes it easy to pour directly into molds or jars without ladles. That matters if you need a clean workspace. Spills and evaporation waste part of the aroma, while here losses are minimal. Additives behave predictably too. You can mix in fragrance oils, pigments, colorants. Around 140 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit, the scent binds best. Keep that in mind. Going higher burns off essential oils. Plug in, melt, pour, and you've got a batch that looks store-ready. A mini can sealer is probably the simplest way to package a finished product. Normally, you have to figure out what to put it in: bags, boxes, bottles. Here, one operation solves everything. Jar, lid, done. If you're making sauces, jams, creamed honey, ready meals, or drinks, you don't need multiple packaging types, bag suppliers, or contractors for filling. A jar is universal. It keeps shape, withstands heat, stores well, and looks neat. And sealing has a key advantage: airtightness. Unlike plastic lids or shrink film, a sealed can handles shipping, temperature changes, and long storage. You can safely sell on marketplaces, ship by mail, or stock on a shelf. Plastic ID card printers are compact devices made for producing standard CR80 cards. The Smart 3.1S belongs to this category and is used for printing badges, passes, membership, or discount cards. The card passes through a thermal transfer system that moves the image from the ribbon onto the plastic. The surface remains smooth, with a durable layer of color. It works through standard Windows and macOS drivers and is compatible with most card design software. Reviews mention that the printer remains stable even with heavy use. One user reported printing over 2,000 cards in a year without repairs. Another noted that the color output on this model gives more even tones than many printers using the same ribbon type. Some criticize the included software for being too basic, with minimal functions and no user-friendly interface. But for standard tasks, it's enough. Connect, select a layout, print. I like when 3 simple tools form a complete production line: a heated mixing tank, loaf mold, wire cutter. Instead of pots, there's an 8-gallon heated tank with a mixer and outlet. It keeps temperature via a thermostat, stirs the mass, and preheats the nozzle so the mixture doesn't solidify inside. For soap making, that's the standard. Melt the base or oils, add fragrance, pigment, additives, and pour a smooth, controlled stream right into molds. Once the block sets, cutting begins. The wire slides through the loaf, leaving a clean edge. The finished product speaks for itself: neat rows of bars that look professional. The cost is minimal, but visually, it's a product that looks ready for sale.